3-0 in the MAC. That's got to sound great. A big road win today.
We're off to a great start right now, and I thought our kids handled the situation well coming on the road. And we got focused really fast once we got here and got acclimated. And we didn't start off like I thought we would, but we got it fixed pretty quickly. And I thought our energy after about the first quarter picked up a little bit.
I know 40 points, people are going to talk about your offense, but Coach, your defense dominated from the get-go. Again, you've played 5 games. You've yet to give up a point in the first quarter.
Well, you know what, the defense responded from last week. I thought they did an excellent job of shutting down the run, making them one-dimensional, and then, we stepped in front of some routes and we were able to get a pick or so.
Kind of similar to the Buffalo game, you give up one kind of fluke play, they score, but that's it. You shut them down after that.
Yeah, one big play hit us on a tall sweep. They cracked with the outside receiver, and we weren't able to contain it. But other than that, I thought our defense was excellent today.
Coach, offensively, again, Dree and Trayon, they're special.
Oh, yeah, they really are. And anytime those guys touch the ball, it's going to be a big play. They both bring, like I said, all the time, they bring something different to the table, and it's nice to watch those guys with the ball in their hands.
Special teams was big. That fake punt with Melchiori, where'd that come from?
Well, we put that in this week. We called it Aurora Alert because that's where Anthony's from. And, it was a good situation to call. I thought they would actually be in safe punt at the time, but, you could get a yard because he's such a great athlete, and he did a good job.
Coach, again, congratulations. Big road win. Enjoy it, and we'll see you next Saturday at West Point.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Back to the locker room, or I should say back to
I mean, the win's one thing, but to win that way, convincing, we got to feel pretty good about just the way he came in here and played.
Yeah, I think our team is getting more and more confident each week. We have so many good big playmakers that allows you to feel pretty comfortable. We just got to keep prepared and make sure we get better each week.
Talk about Dree again. Big plays, big plays.
Oh, yeah, he's explosive. We love to watch that guy. And he's such a great kid. He's humble, and he's such a team player. So I'm so happy for his success.
The second half, they kicked him. Were you surprised?
Yeah, absolutely. I was surprised. I would never kick to the guy. That's just me. Because he's got a chance to take it 99 and 100. It doesn't matter. He set it up nice. He started to the right, and we bounced it back to the left, just like we schemed, and he hits a crease and he's gone.
Coach, where were you in 1977?
1977. I think I was in 7th grade actually. I was in 7th grade.
Just to put it in perspective, I mean,
Bruce Jenner had just won the Olympics, the decathlon.
Just to put that into perspective, it's kind of it's an amazing number when you think about it.
Well, I'm just so proud that those guys, they come in, they work, and they put themselves in a position where they can be successful. And if we understand that and keep understanding that, we'll have more success.
That first drive, you got a 4th and 2, you're up 3-0. 4th and 2 like they're 20, and you go for it. I was a little surprised by that. Can you talk about that decision?
Well, I feel that if there's opportunities for us to keep the momentum and produce 7 points, I think you got to get a feel for the game at the time. And I know our defense was playing great, and that had a lot to do with the decision. That's why we decided to go for it.
Was Wolf available if you needed him?
He was. We were going to put him in on 3rd down situations if we needed to put him in, but thankfully we didn't have to do that.
What does it mean to have 2 in the bank now on the road?
It's huge. Anytime you can get any type of MAC win is huge, and especially, as much as we have to travel this year, it's going to be big for us to be good on the road.
Going back to that fake punt in that situation, again, you kind of sense that as a time to really jump on these guys, kind of if this succeeds, putting them away type thing.
And again, absolutely I did, but I thought they were going to be in safe, but I thought that he's such a good athlete that he can go get us 1 yard, even if they were in safe punt.
Further, talk about the defense. I mean, last week struggle, this week just right back to just the dominating effort.
We played with a chip on our shoulder this week. We watched film and we knew that we weren't impressed with ourselves last week. And we just wanted to prove to ourselves more than anything that that's not the defense that we were, and this is the type of defense that we're going to be.
They finally get that play. Can you talk about that play just a little bit? They do nothing, and then they just pitch, and then there they go.
Well, it's all about how you're going to act. You see, once it happened, it was just like, all right, well, we know that's not us. it's a couple. I mean, I'm not even sure what happened, but I'm sure it made somewhere. But you know, you got to tuck it and go. You know, so it happened, but we know that doesn't represent anything or the score or anything like that. So we just gonna keep playing.
Was there a lot of talk on the sideline after that? It's like, hey, that's one play.
Yeah, I mean, that's all you can do. You know, great defenses don't think about. You know, they just let it go. Go do their next thing.
What happens on the sideline when they're about to kick off? Like, people stay on the sideline to see if they're going to kick the great, or you know, is it as much fun for you guys to watch?
A lot of the times it's just like, you know.
Is it as much fun for us as it is for?
Yeah, we spectating just like everybody else, you know. So we want to see something crazy happen too, and you know, Dree's just a fast dude, so I don't see why they keep kicking to him.
What does it mean to be 2-0 on the road now to start the match? That's banking 2 big road wins.
Oh, I mean, like you just said before the interview, I don't even know when the last time we was 4-1, and just to be 3-0 on the MAC, that's just a great thing. You know, it's a great stepping stone, especially after last year. What happened? It's just completely different. You know, we just keep fighting, keep doing what we got to do to win this MAC, hopefully.
Were you surprised they kicked off to you in the second?
Yeah, I was real surprised that, you know, after the first one, when they pooched it, you know, I thought they were going to try to come back and pooch it again. But when I was back there, I seen his alignment, so I just knew he was going to kick it to me. You know, when I got it, you know, we had a perfect return setup. We had return left set up. You know, everybody made their perfect blocks, and I just had to make one dude miss, and that was it.
Talk about the balance too. It looked like you almost slipped and kind of.
Yeah, I tripped over something. I don't know what it was. I think either somebody was blocking. I tripped over. And before I tripped, you know, I was looking up, and I just seen one dude. So when I got up, I just seen it was just a kicker. So I just had to try to get around him.
You take a wraparound handoff like that, and you got the chance to split the safeties. What's kind of going through your mind? You know that you can get between those guys, or? Oh
yeah, we ran that play before, you know, and the tight end actually missed a block, but that time we ran it, and the center came off. He got on the linebacker, and so did the tight end. And the safety, they were so wide out. You know, all I had to do was split them and get through them.
I'm sure you had high hopes going into this year, but the way things have unfolded for you personally and for the team, I mean, could you even imagine these things that are happening right now?
Yeah, you know, I know we have a great team. You know, we got to keep it rolling. You know, we're clicking on all cylinders right now. We just keep moving.
Just one game at a time.
Yeah, take one game at a time. Nothing less, nothing more.